Wasn't that fantastic? Wow. It was so fantastic, I told Carrie that I would pay her to write me a script of what you just said so I can learn it. Okay? I want to welcome everybody that's on the live Ustream broadcast. Thank you so much for chiming in. We have something very, very special tonight to really, really help you with the skincare system. And before we get started, I want to do an introduction. First and foremost, I am so proud to have this young woman on our team. I've learned so much from her in the last year and a half. She brings a whole nother subset of information from another company to ours, and it just so happens to be a perfect fit today. So it's really she's a huge asset. She is selfless, teaching everybody outside of her organization how to be successful in this business. She is knocking on the door at Pro 7 right now. And we're so it just adds more credibility, more integrity, another skill set coming from another direction to make this team unstoppable. Please welcome Carrie Bedard.
It's been quite a journey. So first I want to tell you a little bit about how I got involved in LifeVantage, because we all have our story. And like Gabe said, I was involved with another network marketing company for almost 9 years. It was my first experience with network marketing. And I know you hear that a lot in our business. I'm always amazed how many people say I've never done network marketing. And you can be super successful having never done network marketing before. And I'm a living example of that as well. If you get really passionate and really fired up about something, you can do anything. So I was with that other company, and to make a long story short, I had seen the video that you're about to see, the ABC Primetime Special. I actually saw it live when it aired in 2005. I am in 5 days a 12-year cancer survivor. That just occurred to me. So, you know, I take healthcare very seriously, and over the last 12 years have really looked at alternative ways to look at preventative health instead of always putting out fires, and really look to change a lot. And so about 11 years ago, I decided I was going to change what I put on my skin, large part what I put on my body, same with my family. And that's how I got involved in the industry in the first place. So I want you to hear what I'm saying, and that I fell in love with products that could benefit me. And I looked at being more natural and doing things on the front end instead of putting out fires. So when I saw this video in 2005, I thought, that's really, really cool. That's really interesting. But like many of us, we're busy. Our lives are really busy. So what do? You watch something on a news report and you go, wow, that's cool. And then you kind of just go on with your life and you forget all about it. Well, that's what happened to me. I actually didn't get on the product. I thought it was really cool, but life got in the way and it just passed me by. And then a couple years later, I had somebody bring it up again and say, hey, have you heard about, and I said, yeah, I watched the video, and they said, oh, well, I got it at the GNC store, and you should really look at this. It was someone who loved and cared about me and was just talking about the products. And at that point, again, I'm embarrassed to say, I said, oh, yeah, I need to go get it. Again, life passed me by. And I want you to hear this, because I want you to hear timing. In your head, I want you to hear the timing is different for everybody. Okay, so then it'll be a year ago in August, I had another good friend of mine who actually lives in Queens Harbor. I don't even know if Gabe knows the whole story. Lives in Queens Harbor and went to a presentation that Gabe did because he lives in there. And she called me up and said, Carrie, oh my word, I just went to this presentation in my neighborhood. There's this product out there, and as a cancer survivor, I really, I love you. I thought you should hear about it. I said, okay. And she told me what it was. I said, oh yeah, years ago I saw a video on that. She goes, what are you waiting for? She's one of my best friends. She goes, you really should be on it. I said, are you on it? She goes, well, I'm going to get on it. And I said, oh, cool. Didn't think anything of network marketing, direct sales, nothing. All I knew was the product. Didn't even know it was in direct sales. I figured when she said she went to a meeting that something was going on, but I was happy with my old company. I was doing my thing, status quo, driving my company car. So I wasn't really thinking about it. So then what happened was I said, you know what, I really need to get on this product. So my father-in-law was in the news for years with Tim Deegan. So he has been what I would call an acquaintance for many years. Talked to him over the years. Didn't know Donna very well, in and out of the same volunteerism for cancer stuff with her. But I actually emailed Tim. And I said, hey, Tim, I heard Donna is taking Protandim and is really loving Protandim. I trust her because of her experience, and I'd like to hear more about the product. Can I get in touch with her? And within an hour, my phone rang. Okay, Donna had talked to Gabe, and she said, can we meet for coffee? And I said, sure, I'll meet you for coffee. So I'm not going to go into the whole long story, but basically Donna was following the system. What she did was she got in front of me, she told me about the products, she showed me the video that you're about to see again, and then we started talking about the business. And when I saw this company's compensation plan, that was it. Okay? And I'm going to share more about that with you later, but I want you to see the short segment ABC primetime video that I first saw and that always stuck in my mind. Okay? So I want you to see this, and we'll bring it back and talk about what is oxidative stress, why is it important, and then talk about the business system.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. A kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is a pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
There we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I'm getting blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
So, just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandem is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic.
There's a huge human experience with each of these ingredients. They've been used often in traditional medicine in India and China and many other cultures, in some cases centuries and centuries.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandem for the company.
We make no claims about curing any disease or preventing any disease. We hope that when enough studies are done, perhaps such claims might be able to be made in the future.
Clinical studies to assess Protandem in both diabetes and heart disease should start in 3 to 4 months. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandem says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandem does not need FDA approval for safety.
Major.
Okay. So what you just saw is the smaller version of what Primetime aired. What's exciting is, I want you to know this is where we came from. Okay, so this is our history. This is where the company came from. Where we are now is even more exciting. Okay, and that's what I'm here to share with you. So what struck me about this company was, first of all, we are in the ground floor of a business opportunity. We are in the basement of the ground floor of a business opportunity. Okay, typically when you talk about the ground floor in a direct sales organization, you're talking about 150,000 distributors approximately is still on the ground floor of opportunity. And this company has, as far as I know, most recent numbers, less than 90,000 distributors. So we are below ground floor, we're in the basement of ground floor of opportunity, okay? The other thing that you look at is, what does the company have to offer people as far as a business? Okay, this company now, I'm excited to say, has a full range of products that help to work on the aging process from the inside out, okay? So now we're able to look at taking Protandem, okay, and helping to reduce your oxidative stress, which is clinically proven by an average of 40% in humans, in 100% of the people that the company trialed, and they just proved it again with another study, that everybody's oxidative stress, whether they're 20 or whether they're 80, is reduced by 40% on average, which basically means this, okay? We try not to make it too complicated, all right? So I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a science-based person. But what I do know to be true is that when you take Protandem, it flips on a light switch, which is your NRF2 pathway, the little protein messages that are attached to that. It flips them on and teaches them to once again behave the way they did when they were 20 years old. It's that simple. We don't try and make it complicated, okay? Because I don't know about you all, but when I was 20 years old, I felt really good. Okay? So, you know, all those fine lines, wrinkles, joint pain, gray hair, disease, all that stuff that we all deal with, unless you were sick as a child, you didn't feel any of that when you were 20. So to say that this removes 40% of the reasons that we age and disease, which is oxidative stress, is profound. Okay? So then when you take that same history that we came from, and you now put it into a group of products where you can combat that on the inside, and now we can combat that on the outside, I'm telling you, that's a home run that you do not want to, you don't want to miss out. Okay, because this train is going and it ain't stopping. So you just got to hop on. Anyone see, I think of the movie Divergent. I'm a Divergent fan. You better just jump on that train. Okay, so it's really exciting. This is a publicly traded company. That was something that really, really stood out to me when my husband and I looked at it, because let me tell you something. It took a huge leap of faith and a lot of prayer and a lot of investigation for me to leave a company that I had been with almost 10 years and was driving the company car and at the top and training and all that stuff. It took a lot, okay? So the fact that this is publicly traded is a big deal, and a lot of people don't understand why, so let me tell you. If a company is private, they can do whatever they want to do, and they don't have to tell you. They don't have to tell anybody. I've seen it. I'm not going to give examples, but I promise you they can do whatever they want, and they don't have to prove anything or do anything. When a company's publicly traded, you can see all the dots, all the I's they dot, all the T's they cross, everything they're doing. It's public knowledge, okay? So it's important. That was something that was really important to me. It was publicly traded. So publicly traded on the ground floor of opportunity, okay? That's where you want to be. When I joined the company when I joined it, it was in its 23rd year, okay? In its 23rd year. So when Donna told me at the time I joined that the company was going into its 4th year, you can imagine what I thought. After being a VP and going to the top of a company, when I got in, it was in its 23rd year. Okay, you can imagine what your opportunity is with this, okay? This company has gone in just 4 short years. Last year, we finished at $208 million in sales, okay? I think the best year, if I'm correct, that it had when it was in GNC and CVS and that market was it 5 million? 3 million. Okay, you think they made a good idea, a good choice? Yeah. I think they made a pretty good choice moving into direct sales, and I'm so glad that they did. Okay, so those are some things that are important. Now, some people say, well, Carrie, I didn't have cancer. I'm not sick. Why should I take Protandim? Why should I take care of myself? Well, you know what? We're all aging. We're all going to die. If you didn't know that, sorry, I let you in on it. But you know, Dr. McCord says something that's really funny. You know, that's what you're working your way towards. So we're just going to try and bring it back a little bit, okay? And it's the truth. So you want to do everything you can to take care of yourself. You know, basically what oxidative stress is, it's the term we used to hear that was called free radical damage. A lot of us are familiar with that term, and now the term science is using is oxidative stress. So every time you eat, whatever you can't use for fuel, your body can't use for fuel, becomes oxidative stress, okay? When you go out in the sun and the sun hits the retina of your eye, oxidative stress, more free radicals, okay? When you're running and exercising, the more you do it, you got to do it for your health, but more free radicals because you're breathing more, okay? So we want to dial that back a little bit, okay? And Protandim is the only thing clinically proven, naturally proven to turn back that clock, okay? So that's why you want to be on Protandim. Now, the True Science system does the same thing with your skin. Using the same Nerve2 technology that our history came from, it goes in to the cells of your skin, okay? And it turns back that clock. It rebuilds the fibers of your skin. It pumps up the collagen, okay? It basically targets every single point of aging in your skin. It's designed to target every point of anti-aging. So the fine lines, the wrinkles, elasticity, the collagen, all of that in one power-packed system with only 4 steps. So again, from the inside out, LifeVantage has it all now. And we even have a dog product, okay? So for those of you who are dog lovers, what happened was people started giving Protandim to their dogs. They were giving them the pill because they were feeling better with their joints. They were feeling better with their hips. We were seeing some great results, and people started giving it to their dogs. And then we started seeing with dogs in spades what we were seeing in people. Dogs with hip dysplasia, cognitive problems, inflammation, we're seeing great results. So the company, just a year and a half ago, came up with a chewable version, and they made it taste like liver and turkey and bacon or something. I don't know exactly what it tastes like. I did try and lick it one time to see. Like, I gotta be able to tell people what this tastes like. Believe it or not, I did. And I'm like, I can't do this. So you can give it to your dog. I've actually been giving it to my cat. But, you know, it's awesome. So now we have something for your dog. We have something for the inside of your body and the outside of your body. So we truly, truly have it all. What I want to spend the rest of my time sharing with you is the business opportunity. Okay, hopefully you've heard enough that you understand Nerf 2 technology from the inside out. It's patented. We have 7 20-year patents. So you guys, nobody is going to touch this formulation. It's protected. We're the only ones that have it, and we're going to keep putting it in products. That's what's coming. That's what's happening in the future. Okay, this company just bought a company called Wicked Fast Sports Nutrition. You think this is exciting? Forget it. Okay, we are about to venture out in the next year into even more exciting Nerf 2. So we are going to be based on Nerf 2, but we're going to be bringing it into products that reach out into all different groups. That's exciting. Don't you want to be on board of something that's going to just be everything they do is something that nobody else has? Okay, let me tell you, there's a lot of skincare out there, guys. There's a lot of weight loss out there. There's a lot of nutrition out there. There's a lot of cosmetics out there, but nobody has Nerf 2 activation. Okay. That is what you always want to stick to. That's the difference. That's always going to be the difference that you go back to when somebody asks you, well, really, what's the difference? Okay, that's what it's going to be. So what's exciting is there's 3 ways that you can win with this company. Okay, and I like to talk about all 3 of them. The first way is people can be a retail customer. They can pay full price for the product. Makes me sick to my stomach, and I don't like people to do it. Okay, but they can. The second way they can win is they can be a preferred customer. It's free to do that. It's important. I want you guys to understand that. Other companies charge to be a preferred customer. My company did. You had to pay a fee to get a discount. Okay? This company doesn't do that. It's free to get a discount with this company, and it should be. Okay? So when you join as a preferred customer, you get a discount on your products, shipped right to your door, great customer service from your distributor, and you're going to get to use amazing products. Okay? No strings attached. The way that I like best, and the way I'm going to share with you guys, is to become a distributor and to start earning an income and being in this ground floor opportunity before we hit what's called momentum. Okay? In business, there's a curve that's called momentum. It starts down here, and it goes in the basement, ground floor, or somewhere in between the basement and ground floor, and then it shoots up into momentum, and then it stabilizes. Okay? The company I was with, when Donna sat down with me, she didn't know it, but it was in the stabilization mode. My check had been the same for a couple of years. It was good, but it had been the same. It was stagnant, okay? They were adding 500-600 products, okay? You can't possibly keep up with that, okay? Nothing was really differentiating it from other things. It was just more and more and more and more. They weren't focusing on something specific like we are, okay? So to be a distributor in this company, there's a few ways you can join, but the way that is best for you as a distributor is to purchase a Vantage Pack, okay? It's what we call a family pack on our team. And the reason we call it is because it's a pack of products for your whole family. And then you're able to be a distributor. The reason you buy a Vantage Pack is because the only way to take full advantage of all 7 ways that we are paid in Life Vantage is to purchase a Vantage Pack. Okay? Doesn't mean it's the only way, but it's the only way that you can be eligible for every way that we're paid in this company. Okay? And I'm not going to go into every which way that we're paid. But I am going to tell you that it's super exciting that whether you start this business right now today, how many guests do we have? Great. So the cool thing about this compensation plan is whether you start today or you're a Pro 6 like me who's been in the business a year and a half, we get paid the same way on Fridays. Okay? If you sell product to a preferred customer Monday through Sunday, the very next Friday you get 30% commission. That rocks. Okay? I got 15% commission in my old company. That's double. That's a big, big deal that they pay 30% commission. And it's a bigger deal that you make the same amount if you start today as I do. You get paid for your own efforts. Okay? The second thing is when you sign up somebody to do the business and buy a Vantage Pack, the company pays you for the first 3 Vantage Packs you sell $210, $210, and $210 the very next Friday after you sell it. What does that equal? $630. That's the cost of your Vantage Pack. Okay? So if you want to get your money back, you get out there, you sign up, and you find 3 business partners, people you love to do business with, you'll have fun with, and you want to be on this journey with, right? And you're going to get your money back the very next Friday. Okay, I have a lot of people on my team that have gotten their money back either the very next week or within their credit card cycle. That's a big deal. That's a big deal that the company offers that opportunity. Okay. Then when you sell your 4th Vantage pack to infinity, which is also a big deal, that it goes to infinity, the company bumps that up to $260. Okay, so $210 for the first 3 Vantage packs and $260 forever. Okay, we're paid many other ways, but one of my favorite ways, if not my favorite way, is something that I think sets this compensation plan apart. That's our generational matching bonus. Okay, and that's how the company pays us for helping our team to be successful, so that we don't have to focus on me. Okay, we're in a very me world, and corporate America is very me. Okay, so what I love most about this compensation plan is if I lift you up, if I lift my team up, I'm in ministry, and I live my life the same way, is if you lift others up and help them be successful, you'll get yours anyway, so don't worry about yourself. Okay, and I really want you guys to hear what I'm saying about that. Okay, if you help other people in this room that are on your team to be successful, you're going to get yours anyway, so just don't worry about yourself. Just help them hit their goals. Okay, so what the generational matching bonus means is when you sponsor, personally bring in distributors, and you teach them to earn a residual income, to earn what we call in our company a royalty commission, you get 10% of their check every single month. That's incredible. It doesn't mean you're taking 10% away from their check. The company is paying you 10% of whatever they earned. But it gets better, okay? Every person under them that they sponsor, 5 generations deep, you get 5%. So you can earn up to 30% in any one of your distributor legs every single month, okay? Let me make it more real for you. So I've sponsored, we're just going to say 40 people because I lost track. But I've sponsored 40 people. So out of those 40 people, I've spent time building into them and teaching them how to work this business system. So as they build their royalty commission and their residual income and their generational wealth for their family, I share in 10% of that, okay? And 5% under them in their teams, 5 generations deep. That's a pretty big deal, you guys, okay? It's a pretty big deal because every month that pretty much doubles if you're building it's the one part of your check that grows dramatically every month as you build your team and as you build your business, okay? The last way that we get paid in this company is what a lot of people call walk-away money. I've heard it called a lot of different things. I'll find out next month. Of course, I've already walked away, but it's called walk-away money, and we affectionately call it that because you enter the elite pool. And what the elite pool is this company does something that is absolutely incredible. And you guys will have to take my word for it because I've looked at hundreds of compensation plans in the network marketing industry. I've taught them, I've looked at them, and there's some people that pay a quarterly, some people pay some stock, pre-stock, all different things companies do. But nobody pays an elite pool like we do every single month. And what they do is the company takes all the global revenue. Okay, we're in 7 global markets. The company takes all the revenue and they pull 4% out and they put it into a global pool. Okay, and they break it up into 4 quadrants, and they pay 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. I like to share an example of $20 million because it's very easy, and the company's done that in a month. Okay, so if you're at $20 million and you pull 4% out each month, you're looking at about $800,000, right? So you'd have 200, 200, 200, 200. So here's how it works. We have pro levels 1 through pro levels 10. Okay. So pro levels 7, 8, 9, and 10 get 1 share of the pool every month. Pro levels 8, 9, and 10 get a 2nd share of the pool. Pro levels 9 and 10 get a 3rd share of the pool. And pro levels 10 share in 1% all by themselves. Okay? So I'll give you a real example. We've got Gabe sitting over here, so I'm going to put him on the spot and embarrass him. So Gabe's a 9. So Gabe shares in what would have been in that example $200,000. He shares in that part of the pool. Then he shares in a 2nd share with 8s, 9s, and 10s. Then he shares in a 3rd share with the 9s and 10s, okay? You guys, that is such a big deal. That is a huge investment in your leaders, a huge investment. Every single month that's paid out, okay? But here's what's really cool. So when we talk about ground floor opportunity, here's what you have to remember is right now, that revenue is so far outpacing the number of people sharing in that pool, that it is an all-on race to that pool. Okay? Just run along with me. I mean, it is a race, okay? Because and it'll always be great because the revenue will keep growing. But right now, you want to get there as fast as you can because you want to get into those shares, okay, while the pool is small. So it's really exciting. And then last year, since I've been in the company, they launched a Jeep incentive that has continued on. And it's so exciting for me because it's not a car program, it's a car gift, okay? What that means is my old company, I earned a white Mercedes. I probably just gave away what company it was, but I earned a white Mercedes, and I earned it really quick. And basically what they did is you went out and you bought or leased a white Mercedes-Benz, and as long as you did that in your name, then they sent you a check every month based on your volume of a certain amount, okay? And as long as you hit your volume, you got that amount. Now, fortunately, I was blessed enough to always hit it, so it was never a problem for me. But I knew a lot of people that didn't. And what would happen is, if your car payment was $600 and you only got $200 that month, guess who paid the car payment? You. Yeah, not fun, okay? And more than half of the companies in direct sales right now have car programs just like that. Do you know what the most repossessed car out there right now is? Black BMWs. And I'm not going to tell you what company it is, okay? But the bottom line is, what this company did, you guys, it's unheard of, okay? They give you a Jeep Wrangler when you have maintained Pro 7 for a year, and it's yours, okay? They handed the elites up on the stage keys with the slips to the car. No strings attached. You leave the next day, it's your Jeep Wrangler, okay? It's not a car program, it's not a car incentive, it is a free car, okay? You guys, that's a really big deal. And those of you who are talking to other network marketing people about this business, make sure they know about that Jeep Wrangler. Because I guarantee you most of them are driving a car that some months they had to pay for all by themselves, okay? So I just really hope that you'll jump on board with us because with this skincare launch, in May only, the company is giving us double volume points to promote. You guys, no one does that. Nobody does that ever. Doesn't happen, okay? After May, you'll be able to get 50% more volume on any skincare systems or individual products sold, but just in May, it's double volume. So you guys literally should be racking your brains. If you're a guest here, jump in, both feet. May is the best month you can get in, okay? If you're a distributor here, you should be racking your brains to think of who you can talk to that can get in right now. We are only 6 days into May, you guys. 6 days, okay? Somebody could go to Pro 3 in May just off a double volume, okay? And if you're not sure how to do that or how to work the system to make that happen, let one of your leaders know, let one of us know, and we'll help you. But you guys, there's not one person sitting in here that can't go Pro 1, Pro 2, or Pro 3 in May if you just started today. There's not anybody who can't do that. We did that without this skincare product. You can do it with it with double volume for sure. So you guys, thank you so much. Hopefully I've educated you and taught you some things, and I'm happy to answer
Did you have no, we're good. Will you put all this stuff back before me? And if any of the guests in here have any questions, feel free to come up. I'll be more than happy to answer some of them, or get with the distributor who brought you here tonight and they can answer some of your questions.
How many
as well.
years?
For the other company, almost 9.